Hi, I'm Jack Bridges, and this is Eagle News.
Night.
We'll be diving into the fastest developing country, McKnight Land. Located in South America, McKnight Land is a land of exotic rainforests and a rich history. Colonized in the late 16th century, the McKnight conquistadors conquered the native tribe, the Haygods. The McKnights ruled through colonialism until President Monroe of the United States released the Monroe Doctrine, forcing the McKnight Empire back to their home country. Due to the strong McKnightian influence and beliefs, McKnight Land did not trade with other countries until post-World War II. McKnight Land was self-sufficient and had little to no trade with any other foreign countries. After World War II, McKnight Land started its industrial revolution, turning their overgrown jungle into a profitable industry. With this influx of money into the country, the population boomed, causing a high dependency ratio. Today, the population has evened out with a common birth rate of 14.4, a CDR of 4.6, and an RNI of 9.8. With the influx of money, McKnight Land created multiple island developments, such as Carlsberg, a prime spot for tourists to stay between trips to the jungle, located on the north side of the island. On the southern side of the island, McKnight City is the main manufacturing point of the island. A large advantage of McKnight Land over surrounding countries is the currency. McKnight Land uses the US dollar as its main currency, the first in its region, as well as the peso. Even with the influx of outside cultures, McKnight Land has retained its culture. Many cities have McKnightian influence, as well as the country itself. Within the main cities, such as Carlsberg, there's large marketplaces that are currently being transformed into modern malls. With the main economy being wood manufacturing, a large amount of financial income goes directly back to the jungle, through both technology and replanting. The biggest problem with the large forest is the extensive cannabis industry, making up 40% of the informal economy. Due to the large wood manufacturing industry, the gross domestic product is much higher than the gross national product. So where is all their income going to? With such a large tourism industry, McKnight Land has had problems with overhunting and overfishing. Due to this loss of nature, 5% of all income from the tourism industry goes directly back to the jungle, through planting new trees, preserving wildlife, and improving the water quality of the streams. With such a large growing of cities, the government has put large amounts of funding into improving the cities by installing Western ideas of fun, such as music parks and theaters for Broadway plays. If the agricultural aspect of McKnight Land continues to grow, it can have a negative impact rather than a positive impact. The lumber industry became even more mechanicalized, millions of people will lose their job, as 10% of McKnightians are employed in the wood industry. But on the other side, the influx of money could give the country a large economical boost. But from the environmental standpoint, it would have negative consequences, as there would be deforestation issues. Within the past decade, McKnight Land has broken the dependency model, going from a stage 2 country to a stage 3 country by converting its industry from a raw material exporting to a country that exports processed goods. Within this progression, it has progressed from periphery country to semi-periphery country, along with the development of goods, medical treatment, and steady population. As any good thing is, McKnight Land has its flaws. When our reporters visit Carlsberg, they experience power outages caused by the Hayes rebels, a violent rebel group founded by the ancestors of the Haygod tribe. There have been reports on large numbers of companies leaving due to strict worker rights laws and the threat of the Hayes rebels. There's a very large dependency ratio due to the large boom of population during the Industrial Revolution. Back on the positive side, they have strong export processing zones to the surrounding South American countries. McKnight Land also has based its government policies off the Middle Eastern country of Israel. According to the Constitution, each citizen must serve 2 years of government service. The most controversial policy, however, is a food policy. According to the Constitution, quote, each citizen will be distributed food based off the amount of calories they will burn in the next days, distributed on Mondays and Fridays, end quote. This law is very controversial, as many say that this is a choice that the people should make, not the government. Others advocate that this creates the prime workforce and eliminates all obesity. So, what does McKnight Land's future look like? In the next 50 years, McKnight Land plans to go to a stage 4 country in the DTM. Tech giants plan to move back into the country, and trade will increase, both inside and outside of the country. Because of this increase in internal trade, the GDP will decrease, but the GNP will increase at an exponential rate. And with that, we conclude our news. Thank you for watching. From all of us, good night.